Now suddenly she's in town to claim her inheritance. She'll be here in the next stage.
Oh, the next Duke's on stage ought to be pulling in about now.
How long we gotta wait for the assayer's report?
She's due any minute.
How come it took her so long? A whole week.
Why ask me? I don't know anything about copper.
Most assayers give the report right away.
File a complaint with the boss.
I hear someone mention boss.
The boys is wondering why it took the assayer a whole week to do the job.
Well, how am I supposed to know? I don't know anything about copper.
I just said that.
Hey, tell the rest of the boys we're moving the herd in a few days. There's a buyer on the border.
Right, boss?
Right.
There's a fire on the border.
There's a fire
in the
on the
wind.
border. There's a fire on the border. There's a fire on the border. There's a fire on the border.
You know, when things ain't funny, don't laugh.
Sure, Boss. Sure.
Bunch of idiots.
Never mind about them.
You know, it's too bad Saddle Blanket's sister gets the mine.
Well, if there's nothing there, she's welcome to it.
Good day, one and all.
Well, it's about time you got here.
Well, obviously you want to talk to me fast. Not good. I'm no ordinary assayer.
Course you ain't. You're a woman.
I mean, gold and silver's merely a sign. You were interested in copper. That requires a mineralogist. And I'm proud to say, Henrietta Geyser's the best known mineralogist in the Arizona Territory.
Imagine that. She's a mineralogist.
Imagine.
Wow.
What's a mineralogist?
I deal with the science of minerals, any substance not animal or vegetable in origin.
Now cut out all that high school stuff and tell me what I'm paying you for. Any copper in that mine?
It's not enough copper in that mine to make a penny.
Oh, dang.
However, that mine is sitting on top of a mountain of fossilized shells.
Shells?
What kind of shells?
From the ocean, millions of years ago. Congratulations.
Now, what good is a mountain of old seashells?
Well, the calcium content's highly valued and it's used in flour, all kinds of medical preparation. And best of all, chicken feed.
Chicken feed?
That mine is sitting on top of fortune chicken feed potential.
Chicken feed.
I have my written report here. Here's some shell samples.
What are we gonna do? There is a fortune chicken feed staring us in the face, and Saddle Blanket Sisters on the next stage.
By the way, I saw the twos on stage pulling in when it came down the boardwalk.
Saddle Blanket Sister hears about that chicken feed.
I gotta get Henrietta Geyser out of town and fast. Miss Geyser,
Yes.
thank you so much for your valuable work. Let's just say this is for your time, this is for your silence, and this is for getting out of town as soon as that stage leaves, and that'll be a short one.
Why, you make it sound as if you're bragging me. How about another 10 spot? I'm on my way.
I'm out the back way, if you don't mind, and keep your mouth shut.
When money talks, I'm silent.
These shells is mighty burning.
Well, what else do you hear? See if you can hear the ocean.
Put down that bottle and get out of here. You're getting on my nerves.
You never let us have any fun. Come on, hop on.
Imagine, a fortune in chicken feed.
Don't forget the calcium.
Yeah, I'll stick with chicken feed. I understand chicken feed. What are we gonna do about the sister?
I'm thinking.
You can't get away with it, Flash.
It's Andy Allen.
I've got eyes.
I know it was you that rustled my cattle.
You are talking through your hat, Alan.
I ain't wearing a hat.
Oh, Andy, you've
got Whiplash all wrong, Andy.
Have I? I don't think so. That herb was all I had. Well, except for them 50 acres down by the creek.
You own that property?
Free and clear.
Tell you what I'm gonna do. You put up that property, you win, and I'll pay you double what it's worth. You lose, and that acreage is now mine.
I don't trust you.
In that case, we'll let Pearl of the Pecos cut the dick.
Oh no, Auntie, you mustn't. She's a gambling woman.
Why? Wait a minute. That's the first time I've ever heard you say a complete sentence.
With double the win, you could buy a new herd.
I don't know. You got me all confused.
Double your money, cowboy.
I'll do it.
Oh, Auntie.
Go on, Pearl. Shuffle them cards before I change my mind.
What are you waiting for? Scared?
Andy Allen ain't scared of nothing. Ain't scared of a deck of cards, that's for sure.
Cut.
It's King of Hearts. It's King of Hearts with her.
Oh, Auntie.
My turn. Ace of Diamonds! Oh, too bad, cowboy.
You cheated. I don't know how you did it, but you cheated.
Now that is enough of that, Alan. You lost fair and square.
I'm ruined because of you, Whiplash.
Prove it.
I'll do more than prove it. Draw. I know you carry a Derringer.
You have gone crazy in the head, Alan.
I said draw.
Got any crayons?
Draw.
Oh, Auntie.
Have no trouble. Drop that gun and don't want to get hurt.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna keep your gun. You can claim it in a couple of days when you've cooled off.
They stole from me. I'm not gonna forget this.
Oh, Auntie.
Much obliged.
It's a good thing you came along when you did.
I've been keeping my eye on Andy Allen. Seems he got a dislike for you, Lash. Seems a lot of people do.
A prosperous businessman is always misunderstood.
Maybe.
How about a glass of sarsaparilla?
I wouldn't say no.
Only be a minute.
Take your time. I want to have a jaw with Lash here.
Pearl likes you.
Some bad types work for you, Lash.
Dawson, maybe you'd like to work for me. I mean, I could make it worth your while.
In case you haven't noticed, I've already got a job.
A brief interview is all I'd like.
Got nothing to tell.
It wouldn't take long.
Oh, waste of time. Where's Whiplash?
You're looking at him.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jolly Roger.
Jolly Roger.
No. Jolly Roger. I'm Saddle Blanket's sister. I'm a widow. Didn't you get my letter?
Yeah, I got it.
I heard you're the fellow that's got a lien on Saddle Blanket's copper mine.
The mine is worthless.
I suspect it is. You know, Saddle Blanket was kind of worthless too. Still, he was my brother.
That's the sort of thing I'd like to write about. Your memories of your brother. Folks would be mighty interested.
Haven't seen him in about 20 years. Don't remember much about him. Oh, how much does Saddle Blanket owe you on the mine?
What good is a worthless mine to you?
You know, I never thought about that. Especially since I'm moving on to San Diego to live.
You know, Saddle Blanket was like a father to me.
Oh, please.
I would like to have something to remember him by.
How about an old boot?
You know, I can still see him working that worthless pile of dirt.
Hey, you got good eyesight.
Oh, wouldn't it be wonderful, Whip, if you owned that worthless mine, you could visit Saddle Blanket every day, your dear, departed friend.
Oh, Jolly Roger.
Jolly Roger.
Would you be willing to sell that worthless copper mine to me for sentimental reasons?
willing to sell it to you for cash.
How much you want?
I'd like a new house when I move to San Diego.
How does $5,000 sound?
For a worthless copper mine?
10 would sound better.
Done. Of course, you'll have to sign over the deed.
No problem.
Here's your sarsaparilla, Johnny.
Come on, Sheriff.
Got it right here.
Where do I sign?
On the bottom.
There's a pen on the registration desk. How's the sarsaparilla, Sheriff?
Wet.
If I hurry, I can make it to the stage on time before it leaves. I won't have to waste money on a hotel room.
Stage is pulling out in about 3 minutes.
I'll make it.
Shall I count it up for you?
You look like an honest man. I'm sure you wouldn't cheat me. Done, I'm sure Saddle Blanket is looking down and feeling happy.
Or looking up.
Anyway, it was nice to have met you all. It's been a brief but profitable trip.
For you, don't you even want to visit the mine?
Why would she? I mean, Lash was very generous. Anyone else would offer a chicken feed.
Gotta go!
Your brother had May's funeral. The mayor's wife single promised me. How do you like that? She just took the money and ran.
Never tell you about the time I tumbled along with Thomas.
Oh, shut up!
Over here.
Looks like you just bought yourself a pile of dirt, man.
Anything wrong with that?
Lash can't help being sentimental.
Isn't it exciting? What are you talking about, Minerva?
She is so lovely. Who would have thought that she was related to old Saddle Blanket?
You mean Saddle Blanket's sister?
Dolly Roger?
No, I mean Saddle Blanket's niece. Annabelle Rollins.
Niece?
We didn't know we had a niece.
The man was supposedly no relatives. Saddle Blanket had a big family.
Those who live by the gun, die by the gun. Replace every gun with a flower. Every gun with a flower. I hope everyone will attend.
Attend what?
Miss Rollins is having a town meeting tonight.
It's her.
I hear you claim to be Saddle Blanket's niece.
Imposter!
I don't claim to be anything I'm not. I am no imposter.
This is wonderful. It'll make a splendid piece for dispatch. I'm Sally Sutton.
She's the newspaper editor. Well, it's nice to meet you, Miss Sutton. You could be useful.
Call me Sally.
Now this handbill doesn't make any sense.
It makes wonderful sense. I might have written it myself.
You want to ban guns in the wild, wild west?
Inside town limits, yes. The Wild West must be tamed for the sake of women, children, and all good citizens. I have made it my life's mission.
Wonderful, wonderful.
It's her, all right. The gal I met in Flagstaff a few months ago. I haven't been able to get her out of my head.
Who are you talking to?
To myself, I guess. Sorry.
We've been traveling from town to town, preaching our cause. This is my good friend and co-worker, Judy Ford.
Interesting. Interesting. But how did you find out about your uncle's death?
I wrote it.
You?
Yeah, I knew Saddle didn't know the mine. It belonged to his brother, Mo.
Mo? We didn't know Saddle Blanket had a brother.
You didn't ask.
The mine belonged to Daddy. He only let Uncle Saddle Blanket work it so he'd have someplace to live. And now that both brothers have gone to their reward, the mine's simply mine.
You don't own that man. I do.
Lash does.
I don't imagine you'll remember me, ma'am. We met in Flagstaff a few months ago. You dropped your handkerchief and I retrieved it.
Why, yes, I recall. Only I lost the handkerchief again. He's the sheriff who cleaned up Flagstaff. Johnny Rat. Fastest gun in the West.
The sign. Now, I'm afraid there's been a misunderstanding, Miss Rollins.
What kind of misunderstanding?
A woman named Jolly Roger.
Dolly.
Sold mine to Mr. last year. He owns the hotel.
We shall require rooms.
Our luggage is over at the express office.
Now, I don't know of any relative named Dolly Rogers, but I can assure you, I'm right Claire.
But Dolly Rogers said she was the rightful heir.
This is true, Miss Rowland.
I assure you, Sheriff, I have all proof needed. Saddle Blanket's birth certificate, the deed to mine, family photographs.
You don't have the deed, I do.
Obviously a forgery.
What a story this will make.
This looks like a court case to me. We'll have to let the circuit judge sort out matters.
But I've got the legal proof.
So do I, Mr.
Flash.
I would consider it an honor and pleasure to show you and Miss Ford the town.
I like that, Sheriff.
I'll come along too. We'll all come along.
I've only been here a week or so, but I've discovered quite a number of interesting things about presidents.
I don't like the way that sheriff says things.
I don't either. Sooner or later, we're gonna have to get rid of it.
But what if that girl was telling the truth? Saddle Blanket could have forged the deed just to get another grub stake. That sly old fox.
I have to find a way to get rid of her too.
Even if that means.
Now, there's something I forgot to tell you folks. Was it about the time Sitting Bull sat on me? No. Was it about the time in Tombstone I lost a gold tooth in a poker game? No. I remember. It's time for intermission. I'll see you folks back here in 10 minutes.